democracy to stand.
There is a major shake-up in the cabinet of President Bola Tinubu. Good morning to you and you're welcome on the program once more. I'm Michael Adeple. It's a Thursday morning in the city of Lagos, specifically Open News 10. You can see behind me our analysts, our reviewers, having discussions concerning the state of the nation. Let's quickly see what the Punch newspaper is saying on this cabinet shake-up in the administration of President Bola Tinubu. Cabinet shake-up. Tinubu demands 46 ministers fresh scorecards as lobby begins. Of course, their political godfathers should be running helter-skelter to retain the position, of their children or their sons. Tinubu demands 46 ministers fresh scorecards as lobby begins. Cabinet rejig will be based on ministers' performance, says presidency. Political bigwigs, ministers intensify lobbying. On to the next one, down the paper. What do we have? I can see Governor Zulum Babagana. That should be, Governor of Borno State. Governor Zulum Babagana of Borno State during assessment of the flood damage on Mafadikwa Road in Borno State. You can see the pictures right here on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Down the paper, Bobrisky. That's what is trending online. That's what is in the news right now. On Bobrisky, minister orders alleged bribery probe, Falana plans suit. Edo poll marred by votes buying delay. That's what NBA observers are saying on the front page of the Punch, and you can see this story on page 30. Of course, there were reports of irregularities in the election that took place in Edo State. I will bring you in onto the next one, which is the Vanguard newspaper on the front page. What are we seeing here? Panic in 11 states as release of water from Lagdo Dam begins. Wow. This is another disaster that is looming. Flood. I think the concerned agencies need to take proactive measures now. They need to take proactive measures to curb this disaster that is looming. States activate measures to mitigate impact of flooding, set up IDPs camp, confusion, tales of hardship as relocation order comes into effect as some communities refuse to obey. Please, you need to obey. You need to obey the government on this. The sad event that happened in Borno State should be a lesson that should serve as a lesson to everyone. Please, we need to obey the concerned agencies or authorities. On Bobrisky in trouble again for allegedly bribing the FCC officials with 15 million naira, and that is an issue between Bobrisky and very dark black man. It's ongoing right now. The social media is boiling. Bobrisky in the news space again. October 1st protest, NBAS governance. Organizers propose virtual meeting with police as rights groups take protest to Vanguard, seek release of detained protesters. I think by now the detained and bad governance protesters should be free. They should be free. These are people that were protesting hardship in the country. These are people protesting inflation. These are people protesting hunger in the land, and they were clamped down by the security agents. Please, we seek the release of these protesters. Let them be free. Justice for end bad governance protesters that are still in the custody of our security agents. 25 observer groups turned down Edo election. Labour Party was rigged out. Reps Kakos, Igbenedion, Okoduwa Obaseki's ex-aide, hail governor-elect or Bolo. Down the paper, Catholic Church to Tinubu speak out on fuel price controversy. Won't go beyond this. On today's papers, we have our respondents. I'll be responding to these topics today. This is City Stand, and I'm Michael Adekunle. I'll be back in a jiffy.
City Stand.
Ahead of the major shake-up in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's cabinet, we see the way the godfathers that planted some of these ministers in the cabinet of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu running helter-skelter to retain the positions of their sons. What do you think the president should do at this point in time? If the ministers are not working, definitely the president is not working, Michael. Am I right?
Absolutely, Mike. It's obvious that in the last 1 year of this administration, we've not seen much changes. That is the fact. Uh, we have not seen much changes as promised by the current administration, and don't forget, governance is all about bringing dividends to the people, let people uh, feel like human beings. And from what we have seen in the last 1 year, I think more hardship, untold hardship, have been put on an average Nigerian. Economically, things have skyrocketed, and all of that as a result of some of these policies that are not well thought out, in my estimation, before they were pronounced. So he's talking about shaking up his ministers. Of course, he has every right to do so.
To
I think
checkmate them.
it's long overdue. I must put it straight. To We have assessed them for over a year now, and if you found that results from such minister is nothing to write home about, I think it's right time to give them the boot, and look for a fresh hand that will deliver dividends of all the promises that are promised to Nigerians and all of us. So um, it's a good one. As to Godfathers running at skelter, it's normal to lobby around and all of that to ensure that their people remain in power and all of that. But the onus is on the Mr. President. The ball is in his court. He is free to blow it into the air, and he's also free to put it in the goalpost. So if you know that you have 4 years at least for this first term, and you keep playing politics of okay, it's my man. This one cannot go now, and yet you know that such an individual is not performing. And I think your 4 years will soon lapse, and proper assessment of all that you promised, proper assessment of the Omilokan slogan, proper assessment of I know exactly what to do when I get there. And I think proper assessment will be done after 4 years. So it is in his interest if he's listening, that he do the right thing by ensuring that it is people that can get results, tangible results that can be seen by Nigerians, not the one on paper. We have too many things on paper. Results that can be seen. He put people that can get such results into his cabinet.
Now, which of these ministers do you think performed below expectation in 1 year plus of Tinubu in office?
Michael, so far, I'm not impressed.
Wow.
That's the truth. Across board, I'm not. You know, in a cabinet of about 40, I think 47
46.
or 46 or thereabout ministers, and you can only pick maybe one or two, three. You can't be clapping for such administration. That's exactly my point. I won't say outrightly that all of them has not performed. I think it will be unfair to say that, but majority of them have not performed in my view. Maybe we can single out this guy in Interior. I think Bayo or
Ojo,
something like that.
Bumi Ojo.
Bumi Ojo, brought in a lot of innovation into that from what we have seen so far. A lot of innovation coming up in that ministry and all of that. Passports cannot be gotten within a very short time and all that. So it has brought a lot of innovation into that ministry, into that system and all of that. So we can look at Ekiyamu too. I think Ekiyamu is not doing badly in aviation, trying to turn things around in that ministry and all of that. So one or two.
What about David Umahi? Works
Well, maybe it takes time for
because he started well.
exactly. And going by his antecedents, even as a governor, then he's doing. I mean, he did well as a governor.
But presently,
And presently, maybe some of the things he's embarking on, has not really started manifesting. Maybe these are in the pipeline and all of that. So we look forward to seeing those guys.
What about the controversial minister himself, Wike?
You can't take it from a wiki. Personally, I don't like his style
Governance.
of is it really of governance? His manner of approach. And the way he talks sometimes, personally speaking, I'm not too comfortable. But I can't close my eyes to the fact that he performed as a governor in River State. He has done, he's not doing badly as FCT minister in Abuja, opening up the satellite towns. I'm aware of that. Opening up the satellite towns, the more and all that. So, still on the average for the entire cabinet,
Still
below average. I meant to say.
Rating them together.
Exactly, rating
all
them
of them.
together.
At least they are working for same goal.
Rating them together. Look, for instance, I think we have a minister for blue. Is it blue economy? They call it the one they put this former governor of Osun State,
Oyetola.
marine and blue economy.
What? I've not even heard
now,
anything
I
about
don't have an idea of what that ministry does. I don't know the impact it's having on Nigerians. So it looks like a joke. Well, we don't need that much of ministers.
more or less like a compensation for him.
Exactly. We don't.
He lost that in the election.
Exactly. So when ministerial appointment becomes compensation, then and people are not put on their toes in terms of performance driven. I do tell people the only difference between private and public sector, I don't know of any other country, but here is manner of approach. In private sector, you will always defend why you must remain on that seat. The board, the management of such organization puts you on your toes. It has to be about results.
It must.
And look at how in our climb, how most of our government establishments are crashing down while the private ones are going up. I give you an instance. We used to have Nitel in this country, in charge of our telecommunications. Today, Nitel is dead. We have private telecommunications that scattered all around the country. We used to have 4 refineries as a nation, functional refineries. Today,
have Mr. Mike still reeling out information for us this morning at the news stand. The city stand. We quickly went on a short break and we are back on the program again. We were talking about the cabinet of President Bola Tinubu, the ones that have performed below expectation and the ones that have performed above expectations or that have met with the expectations of Nigerians. Now, we've mentioned Bumi Ojo, Minister of Interior, we've mentioned Wike FCT Minister, David Umahi, we've mentioned Festus Keyamo. Yeah, what about Dele Alake, Solid Mineral?
well, I've not had much, or I've not seen much from that ministry. if whatever Alaki is bringing to the table, I've not seen how that has contributed or how that has added up to the income as a nation, which should also, by extension, impact Nigerians in terms of, okay, our revenue has now increased by a particular percent, which has been pumped in this sector, which is now making life more bearable for people. We have now used the money from this particular sector. That is why the pump price of petrol is coming down. It's about the impact, not grammar. We have not seen much of the impact on the lives of Nigerians. Things kept going up. So if we are making more money, if an Alake is performing in solid minerals, and that is adding up to our income as a nation, then it should show in whatever thing we are supposed to be spending money on. Uh, the lives of Nigerians must be touched at some point, that you can begin to feel that, okay, more money has come in. That is why the price of petroleum product had to come down and all of that. So if that is not happening, I think they are just playing, as we used to say here. They must be playing. As long as we keep on doing paddy government, as Fela Anikulapo puts it in its song, then as long as it's not based on performance, it's not based on competence, it's not based on capacity, it's not based on this guy has ability to do this particular job, then we are not ready. After election, a serious government must know when election or campaign or all of that should stop and governance commence. The moment you are sworn in, governance must commence. Of course, you are not closing your eyes completely to the fact that you came into a particular party, but now it's going to be about who can get the job done, not about compensating probably those that lost out in an election, or compensating my friends. Okay, this is now the time to bring my friends on board. This is the time to eat. I mean, in quotes now. So advising Mr. President at this time, for me, is needless. I won't advise him. No, he doesn't need my advice. The ball is in his court.
Let him
That's the way I want to put it. The ball is in his court. He is free to play politics and mix politics with governance. He's free to do so. 4 years down the line, his administration, as I said earlier, will be assessed. It's my turn, Emilokon, as he boldly expressed it before the election. It's a statement that I know exactly what to do. It is my turn now to fix this country. The previous administration has done it badly. I know what to do now. Then, in 4 years' time, if he fails, he bears it alone.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm cool.
Yeah, good to see you once again.
Yeah, thank you very much.
After the Edo gubernatorial election, I don't think we've seen.
Whoa.
We've not seen.
Obviously, we've not seen.
We saw before the election. That's pre-election. Now let's talk about post-election. Aftermath of the election.
Like I told you earlier before on that the Edo State election is going to look like the normal election that we've been seeing. That the best candidate will be emerged at the end of the day. How do I mean? The best candidate emerged as a result that the man is a senator. That means he must have occupied a particular senatorial district.
Wow. You're looking at it from a political angle.
I'm looking at it from the political angle. Then
not from the public aspect.
No, it's encompasses because the people dominate the particular district which the senator govern. Okay. Then the other senatorial district, Oshomole take control, absolute control of that one. Meaning that APC have occupied virtually 2 senatorial districts. Then on where Shaibu come from. That means even before the election, DBC had already emerged. Then come to the governorship aspirants. The governor elect. Don't let me call him aspirant again because it's now elected. He's been elected now. The guy is so humble.
That's Monday.
That Monday, the humility in him is second to none.
Wow.
I could remember one certain time like that when the students were doing a rally, a kind of rally to solidarity for their colleagues, and the guy ran into them, and they agitated for 7 million naira, and the guy gave them immediately. Immediately. So what do you expect from somebody who have won the hearts of the entire student of Edo? Because the age bracket of people that vote in every state start between 17 years to 40 years. Because we equally have postgraduates among them that will be 34, 35 to 40 years. So the bulk of the people that vote more in Nigerian statistics, they are youth. So if a person, a particular person or a candidate wins the heart of students, that means it's a walkover for the other opponent or the opposition party. That's what Monday did before the election. He won the heart of the students. His campaign is very strategic, and coupled with the fact that the strategy of Mr. President, which his party is APC, worked very well for him. Though there are some places, there are some rumor that the money played. The PDP spent money and the APC spent money. There's nowhere the election will take place where there won't be a money or votes buying. You understand?
And that's what everybody is saying this time around.
There will
PDP
be
spent, APC spent.
You know what, kid?
What about Labour? Did Labour spend?
Labour did not have money. As you know, their slogan. Their slogan is no shishi. Their slogan is no shishi. And as people are hungry now, where we have people that are very, very hungry, you can't tell people that are hungry, you can't tell them that there's no shishi they will follow you. They will not even want to listen to your chorus without anything. They will not listen to their chorus because they know that immediately when you emerge, you're going to forget them. So they want to get what they want now and vote for you. Instead of telling them or promising them the road or anything infrastructure, they won't listen to you. What I deduced in the last election is that the APC were able to coordinate themselves, put all those their man lists, put them in different strategy. Like I said, the
strategic places.
Like I heard, the governor of Kogi State did a very wonderful job where they put in that he scored the highest number of votes. That means the APC must have distributed all their man lists in different local government zones and the world within the Edo axis, which I think they must have played the monetary role to enhance people, or probably they must have
to ginger people
or to mobilize. Let me say money to mobilize people to canvass, because there's no canvassing where money will not play. You use money to buy, to do banner. You use money to do leaflets. You use money to buy incentive for people. Even after the rally, people will still eat and people will still drink, and the money will play in that role. And Bobaseki, on his other hand, he may not actually know who and who to give his money to, because he has more enemy within than friend. Unlike APC, all the soldiers that went to the battleground, they knew themselves.
You were so sure of APC's victory in that state?
Very, very 100%. 100%. That guy wants to be the governor.
Wow. 25 observers turned down Edo election. I think this should be as a result of the irregularities they cited.
I saw it in one of the dailies. It could be the work of enemy. Enemy can sponsor journalists. Journalists that are envelope officers. Once you give them small money, they can write anything on your behalf. If APC come tomorrow and give them the same thing, they will do the same PR to APC. Forget about what you see on the headline of Nigerian dailies. So observers, they are just nothing to.
But there were irregularities in that election. It wasn't.
Is there any election? Is there any election that this is the most free and the fairest election I've ever seen in Nigeria, because there wasn't any violence.
Yeah, sure.
If you say that there is money playing, I will agree with you. But they did not allow it to be so obvious. Maybe they must have done that, or they might have done that before the election on the ground. But on that very day, on the day of election, there wasn't really something like that.
But it seems, to some extent, Edo people wanted a shift of power.
Definitely, Edo State, like every other state.
I wouldn't say they wanted that shift of power to APC, but I think they were
still saying the same thing. They're still saying the same thing. Edo has they've been used to this kind of political party shift. The last time it was APC 8 years. They later went back to PDP 8 years.
Before it was Labour.
Before it was Labour,
Under
4 years,
Oshomole.
Labour 4 years, and Oshomole cross-carpet to APC, making 4 years. That means so far so good. Those states have witnessed 3 political parties with a space of 16 years. So it shows the tradition that they actually want to vote for individual and not political party. They prefer individual and not political party. They saw Oshomole as a very radical individual that have been fighting for the interest of the people. That's why they voted for him. And when the guy did a marvelous job there compared to what the other people Igbinedion did under the PDP. So what happened? They insisted on Oshomole and they voted for Oshomole. And that was what brought Oshomole into another space for another additional 4 years to make it 8 years. And when Oshomole fumbled towards the tail of his regime, he decided to vote for PDP again. And Obaseki did almost the same mistake which Oshomole made, fighting more people instead of making more friends, to the extent of fighting the Ria family. That was what caused him this problem. Go to Ekiti now. I can tell you categorically if they vote or put election day tomorrow in Ekiti, APC will win 100% vote in Ekiti because that guy is fantastic. I'm not from Ekiti, but the kind of little information I've gathered, in Ekiti, telling me that guy is doing a very fantastic job. I mean, the BAO, his acronym is BAO, he's doing a fantastic job. And likewise, our governor here in Lagos State, fantastic job everywhere. Go to Mindi, I say Mindi, yes, Mindi. Go to maybe link to the Yalaro Bridge. They are doing a fantastic job. Go to Ishawu. From Agri bus stop, they are linking it to another express. Go to everywhere. Is it red rail? Is it? The guy is transforming everywhere. Despite the fact that he's not using too much publicity like Fashola and Ambode, he's just doing his solo job, and the guy has been so wonderful for a little 8 years that has stayed so far.
Before we started this program, you made a statement. Like, I don't know be Lagos. Were you trying to mock Lucky or what?
No, there is this slogan that people that stays in Lagos and they believe they came from Edo. They always like to put that particular wells that the so Yoruba should go and sit down because they are this that they are just a stooge. They are follower. They used to follow Tinubu. That this is Edo and not Lagos. That Edo is not like Lagos. And I told them, see, the way it's been played in America is the same way they are going to play in everywhere. Money plays more factor when it comes to election, and canvassing play the second factor. If you are not ready, forget about it, irrespective of any state that you come from, you are going to be defeated. And that will play. I don't know be Lagos, no be say they don't win you. How player they go for another play within the win match. If Barcelona did not prepare very well, a low-rated club will come to no camp and it will defeat Barcelona. If Barcelona did not really prepare very well, so there's nothing like Edo like Lagos. There's nothing like Kogino be Lagos. How come Obi is winning in Lagos when Lagos did not prepare very well in the last presidential election? We did not prepare. We were so confident that
Ashwaji will win.
Ashwaji will win. Most of the canvassers, most of the agent party officers, they did not come to the polling unit. They are all at home. They were out at home. They were thinking that Ashwaji in Lagos will win landslide. At the end of the day, Obi shocked them like another thing.
All right, away from that, let's quickly move down to the major topic of today. Major shake-up in President Bola Tinubu's cabinet. Presently, the president is demanding for their scorecard for the 6 ministers. Who do you think among these ministers will get back to that position?
I cannot say categorically.
Because don't forget that the president told them that he will checkmate their activities. Yeah.
I cannot say categorically. But if there's somebody I actually want him to retain his position, I'll pick that Olubunmi Ojo. That guy has been doing a fantastic job. He has transmogrified the whole system of the custom, the passport, the interior decor, how people go to registry to do their normal activities. The guy has transformed that particular area. To me, I want to give it to him.
What of Wike?
Wike, oh my God. Give it to Wike 100%. I love Wike coming back. Wike has transformed Abuja. If another English I can use, transmogrify Abuja. The guy has done a very marvelous job. So leave Wike, leave Abuja.
What of Umahi?
Oh,
David.
much I've not seen about Umahi, but I have that confidence in Umahi because Umahi said if we first know where we were and where we are, we better know what to do and how to do it. Ebonyi State, the way it is today, it is the work of David Umahi, and I believe David Umahi, if he still give him more chance, David Umahi will transform Nigeria.
Now, which of the ministers would you want the president to lay off?
I wouldn't want to mention, but president know very, very well. He know who and who that did not perform because, as a matter of fact, president is trying his best, giving them their own allocation, giving them their budget, but they are not making it to be so visible to people. People are not seeing the work of the president, and if you are not ready to make the work of the president to show, then you can go back to your house and go and sleep. Because president can be budget some certain amount into your office, and the decision of that particular nation will not feel your impact in the system of the government. So if you are not ready to be in the cabinet of the president, then you can leave. To me, the chief of staff, if you have to retain him, we have to give him a serious caution. Yeah, oh yes.
On what aspect?
In every aspect, they must give him a more proper orientation. There's a lot of work that Gbajabiamila have to do in that aspect. He should separate his work from Akume. There's supposed to be a kind of division of labor or separation of power between the SSG and the chief of staff. That's another area that I see. Then in every other aspect, the president know the objective and obligation. I don't know, but he know everybody according to their role. So should be able to do the justice to all those departments.
All right, 11 states as released by the government. Panic in 11 states as release of water from Lagdo Dam begins. Don't forget, the dam was released last year, which caused serious havoc in Ogun State. What proactive measures should government take in all these states? Quite all right, as we have it, states have activated means to mitigate the impact of the flooding. But we have citizens of these states that are not obeying what the government are saying.
Well, like I said earlier, when the tradition is lacking, a striking example becomes necessary. The other states should take a cue from Lagos State. Virtually every day, the Lagos State government is putting a very proactive measure in order not to make the flood to override the Lagos residents under the Ministry of Waterfront and Infrastructure Development, under the Commissioner Otumba Yakub Ekundayo Alebioshu. Every day, this gentleman have been going here and there, going to Lekki Assist, going to Agboyi, going to all those where waters can seriously affect our external situation, flood-prone area. The guy has been visiting that place and he's been visiting different media, different stations to alert, to give awareness to people that there will be flood. He was able to sensitize people on how to use our water system, our flooding area,
even drainages
and the drainages. And there have been, aside that, the practical measure have been taken here and there in order to make the man's job to be visible and viable. So give it to him, Commissioner Ekundayo Yakub Alebioshu, working under the Lagos State government. They have been doing a fantastic job. If anything flood comes into Lagos today, I can be rest assured that I can sleep with my two naked eyes, that there won't be anything that will happen to Lagos. As you can see here in Nogba here, the work is ongoing there. Go to Kojofe, drainage clearing every day. Go to everywhere, every part of local government in Lagos State. They are doing a fantastic job under the work of the Ministry of Waterfront, the Infrastructure and the Physical Environment. They are doing a fantastic, the collaboration of works between all the ministry in Lagos State in order to make sure that they're making sure that the Lagos State environment is suitable and habitable for people living there.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution. I really appreciate it. See you once again on the
Yeah,
program.
good to be alive, man.
Yesterday was so interesting, so interesting, so serious between you and Mr. What do you call him? The Edo man, not Lucky. Felix. All right, away from the Edo issue, let's quickly talk about the shake-up in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's cabinet. Are you in line with what Tinubu is about to do? Because right now, it seems those ministers are on a hot seat.
Yeah, I think it's all overdue. Wow. It's well overdue as it is. As those ministers, they are working, but nobody sees the productivity of the work they are bringing to the table. And it's more or less all the burden has been on the president. And why did they appoint all these, what's it called, ministers and head of parastatals? We've not seen the good work they are doing. They are not really propagating. They are not even bringing up the job of the president out. And when you say they are not proactive, they may be proactive to their pocket alone. They not to be proactive, to be loyal to the person that appointed them. You could see the issues of the lady there that was in charge of humanitarian affairs, better Edu. You could see what happened to her, what ended the appointment. And a lot of them like that, that is just only what they are going to grab, how their life will be turned around overnight, not about serving the masses first, and the goodness of what they do will not always bring juicy, juicy, what's it called for them? I'm saying it wholeheartedly. Average Nigerians have a greedy symptoms in him. Average millionaire, average politicians in Nigeria here have what they call symptoms of kleptomania. So what I'm looking at is I think we need to be doing tests on all these people that are coming in to be minister, to be commissioner, to be House of Rep, just all across the board, so that we will know whether this person is genetic that has been tested, and that maybe it will be able to lead to us to the promised land, or it will be able to just cover everything to his corner and be enjoying with it, and some few one. So to me, they still have a long way to go in this country, because the country that the people are not too loyal to the country itself again. It's a serious, it's a danger, big danger ahead. And I could see these people, they were appointed to help the president to bring, to
revamp the economy,
to bring succor to the masses, and
good governance,
and is the majority of them, when they get there, is their pocket they will first of all think of, and their family, how they are going to send their family abroad, how they are going to pay exorbitant fee for their school fees. You could see what is happening to one of the model we've been looking at, that maybe it will be the face of the youth. But it's so disgraceful that they're still counting. His charges are turned to like 200 billion now. 200 billion, because they still discover some money. And I think was it 18? It was on 80 before. 80 billion naira charges, and they've added another 120. I think it's 200 now. Double. No, the guys still feel, they still feel as if nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. EFCC invited him, and you could see how he's ridiculing the EFCC.
But what's even going on between EFCC and Yaya Bello? Because we don't really understand. Many Nigerians think the EFCC and Yaya Bello are just playing games, playing pranks on us.
If
the situation whereby EFCC will say they've gone to his house to arrest him, or he came to EFCC office, EFCC went there, they were shooting sporadically, that. What kind of drama, what kind of movie?
I think any home video they may be playing, Olukayode has his name to be protected. That's the EFCC chairman. If you want to, sign his name on gold, in the gold of
Golden Book.
Golden Book. It's left for him. And if you want to keep doing this drama with Yaya Bello, you know, who happens to, I think he has turned to comedian as it is now, the way it is, you know, with Ododo the incumbent. I mean, so it's just like a jester,
because we don't really understand what is going
on. Game I'm saying, man. I'm looking at the whole episode as just as episode.
Are they trying to die the issue?
Home video. Yes, there is. They're not really, because if they die the issue, Nigeria will go down as a. I mean, they've labeled us as a corrupt country, and we will now become the most corrupt nation on planet Earth. For somebody that have embezzled almost 200 billion now, allegedly, you know, embezzled 200 billion now. Can you imagine? 200 billion. Your generation upon generation cannot spend that money finished. Why? That's why I said the kleptomania in those our leaders now is going, is going astray seriously. And if there's a need to check them up, either it's psychiatric test. One has to keep checking on anybody that wants to occupy any big city in this country. They have to undergo psychiatric tests, because the way things are now, you can't get it right.
Currently, with the move of President Bola Tinubu to checkmate these ministers,
yes,
political bigwigs, yeah, godfathers,
yes,
running helter-skelter,
yes,
to retain the position of their sons.
yes, yes.
What do you think the president should do right now? Because as we speak, they are intensifying effort. They are lobbying to retain the positions of their sons.
No. We are watchdog, right? We don't know anybody. Our father doesn't belongs to the cabinet or ruling class. We are the one that's supposed to be the watchdog and checkmating them. Who are those guys that will feel has not performed well? I think this is when Showore is supposed to come in now. It's not all about protest, hunger protest, revert the petroleum prices. It's all about to fish out the bad eggs that have been delaying the good governance. The president promised, quotes and unquotes, that is going to deliver dividends of democracy for us, man. It go deliver what's it called to us? Good, dividends of democracy. Now, I expected those civil rights activists to come out and have a list of the non-performing ministers. So what is there now? It's just a simple things to do. You have been following them. I think majority of all these civil activists, they always follow governments. Procurement, governments. Procedures, spendings. Yes, spendings, and they ought to have been gazetting all the books of those non-performing ministers. And you see, we cannot just sleep overnight and expect the country to be okay overnight. No, it's a collective thing. It's our country. Mere, attacking these politicians, we have to brace up and do our own needful. Bring them out. The one that is corrupt among the ministers. Look at what they did to do. What's it called? Edu was better Edu. Yes, really. At least they really shamed her. Name shame. I'm saying. And I thought that will always be a deterrent to any other person that wants to follow the route better Edu followed, and that is why I said we need the involvement of the civil activists, that can come and be checkmating and be linking up. Okay, these are the ministers that is not fit for the agenda of renew bat, these are people that you need to discard. And governance is not all about paddy people or anything. Governance is about seriousness. You're on your own, because if you fail, nobody will fail, nobody will be named as a failure along with you.
Even
It's your name. That's what I'm saying, Mr. President. If you fail, your name will be a failure. No, they will not attach any other name. If those guys allow you to fail, I mean, it's just going to be a pity.
And President has made it clear that
he has to.
Cabinet regime will be based on ministers' performance.
Yes.
I hope Presidency does not change it.
And I hope some will be sent to EFCC for questioning likewise, because it's not just only performance. Because you are spending the Commonwealth of Nigeria. Yes. You are spending the Commonwealth of Nigeria. Those ministers, they are enjoying the Commonwealth of Nigeria. They are paying them through the Commonwealth of Nigeria. So they need to be answerable to us. And if they cannot answerable to like 250 million, quote and unquote, as they said, because we've not had census for a long. Imagine that's the kind of country we're talking of. We've not been able to even sit down to count ourselves.
Database.
No database. And in the country where there's no database, there can't be any organization. There can't be any, I mean, progress. I mean, so the way it is now, those people should be answerable to us. What are your scorecards? Bring your scorecard to the masses. Yes, they address us. Yes, they address us the way the president, address us once or twice in a while. So they need to come to the table. This is a fellow Nigerian. This is what we use your money for. This is how we spend your money. Account must be given. But I see the civil society, the activists now, they are sellouts. Majority of them are sellouts. I'm even doubting Sowore himself now, because Sowore I knew in the 90s wasn't Sowore I'm seeing now. When your home is boiling, why flying all over America?
But it's in the country now.
He just came back.
Now they are staging a protest.
That protest,
October 1st.
I see that all this their protest as what's it called, home video protest. I don't know, because I don't see any seriousness in these people.
It's not holding waters.
It's not holding anything. It's not even holding. It's not holding water. It's not holding anything on earth. So to me, they need to, step up their game, because
before I let you go, which of these ministers do you think will make the list of President Bola Tinubu in terms of a pass back or retention?
Yeah, whether people like it or not, I want to give it to Olubumi, Ojo, because it sanitized the immigration system in this country. Those days, even prior to the coming in as a government, you know what these immigrations people, they've turned that place to market, Jankara market, highest bidder, and he make sure when he came in that Nigerian can get their passport within 20 within that same day. They go there, just get it through the process that always take long, that you apply for a passport. It will take you long time before they can deliver your passport. But now it has fastened the whole system, and it has eradicated the corruption that the immigration, or what they call them, have been performing and have been embarking on over the years. And give it to Olubumi. Then I'll give it to Umai too. Umai is really trying. Umai, Minister for Works. Then I've not really seen Minister for Aviation. What's it called? Festus Keyamo. I've not. Is somehow too, quiet this time around. And who else can I talk? Who else?
Solid Minerals.
Dele is trying. But Dele Alake has to try, because that's been the challenge he will face, because they were the frontrunners of the democracy, the people that fought for this democracy. We could remember that I happened to witness one of the outing then, in which they will go into the bush, guerrilla journalism. We are enjoying. They brought all this freedom we have in here now. Then it was guerrilla journalism. You go into the dark bush, down bush of these villages to go and edit.
Before you can pass out information.
Yes, because Abacha really declare them wanted, and not only wanted, get them dead or alive. Even the sitting president.
What about Yesom Wike?
you saw me Wike is I think I like
Is
his
he a
bold.
performing minister?
He's really trying. I doff my hat for him. No matter, I'm not putting the shortcoming because Nigeria, they will only attack your shortcoming. They will not see the other side of you or the goodness in you. They will not. That's the truth. That's why I'm tired of people I see around me. At times I'll tell them, we can only be managing ourselves for a while. We can't continue like can give Wike 60%.
What of defense minister?
Wow.
Down as well?
I can't even rate that because what is killing everywhere. So where's the defense coming from? But actually, I can give it to what's it called, the chief of defense staff, which is Musa, right? That guy is really trying, and I can see is one of the best combats Nigeria will ever produce. And give it to Lagbaja too. Lagbaja. I don't know whether it's Omo Baba Muko.
I know if you keep going on and on and on, talking on and on and on, we won't leave this place today. Thank you so much, Kule. I really appreciate it.
City Stand.
How are you doing, sir?
Yeah,
Good morning. Good to have you on the program.
thank you.
All right, thank you so much. You're talking about the shake-up in Tinubu's cabinet, the president trying to checkmate his ministers. Of course, if the ministers are performing, you should know that the president is also performing. So, what do you think about this move by President Bola Tinubu?
The funny thing is not your question. The funny thing is what I heard in the radio. I've been listening to radio some minutes ago. Such question was asked to the public. Which minister would you like the president to sack? And most of them started from Minister of Petroleum. Everybody was saying, sack Minister of Petroleum, sack Minister of Petroleum. And the Minister of Petroleum is who? Is the president. So if he that should show the example is the one that the public are saying sack, it becomes for me. That's why I say the funny thing is not your question, is what I heard in the radio.
Yeah.
If you should be sacked because you are not performing, everything has scattered. If the head cannot do it, then what do you expect to the rest of people? Maybe the same problem you are having is the same problem they have. Who will correct who? Now who will sack who? That's problem of Nigeria. When you are pointing accusing finger to somebody, they say the three other fingers
Going back to you.
is going back to you. If you want to sack, start from you yourself. That's what the public say. I'm not the one saying
President
it.
sack himself.
If you want to cut a tree and you simply cut the tree, you start from, you cut the branches, whereas the tree is still there. The branches will come up again, the tree will continue. If you want to cut a tree, I think you have to start from the root. Once you finish to cut the root, don't worry, all the leaves will dry and the tree will finally fall. I think you have to start from where you should start from. You see, that's the problem we are having. Everybody is accusing everybody, and nobody is trying, to check. You don't accuse yourself. I think you should start from accusing yourself. If you want to reform, you start to reform and revive. Reformation and revival should start from you and I. When I have finished my own, then I look, what to do with others. So everybody is saying, don't play. I don't want people to play the politics of big fish in the water. You are a big fish, you start to swallow all the small fish and they grow bigger. I think the public say you should start from sacking petroleum minister. Once you sack the petroleum minister, okay, we say now something is done. We turn to the rest of people. Because if you sack those people because of they are not competent, the same problem you have, you who is minister of petroleum, maybe the same problem they have. But if you sack minister of petroleum, they will know that it's not a joke. But if you haven't done it, it's like a joke. If you say people are looting money in the government, I'm giving an example. I didn't say president is looting money. It's not what I say. And the head is doing worst, and you are simply sacking, the small civil servant. Money will continue to disappear. Even the biggest amount will continue to disappear.
So,
So,
apart from the petroleum minister, who happens to be the president, who else do you think should be sacked?
okay, you say apart from petroleum minister, I understand
Let's
you.
move up a bit.
I think for me is where we should have started. But as you have, said it, the minister of because when you are not there, I'm not a minister. Simply saying sack ministers is difficult for me
Difficult.
because I don't know what they are going through. I don't know how powerfully they have been working, and maybe what is holding the Minister of Petroleum is also what is holding them. But if not, Minister of Defense, we have killing everywhere. Nigerian citizens are not at ease. Nigerian citizens are dying here and there. You see, kidnappers will kidnap a family person. They will even show it on television and say, those ones that you are seeing, if money does not come, we will liquidate them, we kill them. Just they have few days to live if money doesn't come. See what we are going through, and we have Minister of Defense. It doesn't work. If they can give Minister of Defense second chance to wake up, because he who has started to do it, if we take to him a constructive criticism, he may, know the area where he should, attack again for things to be good. But a newcomer, I'm surprised, will the newcomer know how to do it better than that person that is there? Okay, Minister of Defense is not doing well.
All right, thank you so much, Daddy.
Yes.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, viewers, for joining us on today's edition of this program. Join us next time on the same platform. I remain Michael. Definitely, please do share our videos, like, and comment in the comment section. Please do this for us. Share, like, and comment in the comment section. Please tell your loved ones, your families about City Stand. Thank you all. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.
City Stand.